Yes, YouTube, we are going to do a back test. It's been a while, just went to Mexico and came back. And I do feel confident. I would like to say, I'm saying I feel more confident than I actually do deep down, but I'm going to try and feel more confident so I actually am more confident. This is what we're looking for, AMD. Something like that, and accumulation, going into an area of liquidity, manipulating into it, distributing back through it, past the fair value gap. And that's basically the pattern that we're looking for. So, yeah. So, I kind of drew out this. I thought we was going to come and take that high, which I think we probably still will. Overall, I'm seeing this as a pattern. We've got the same thing happening here as it is here. This respected this area and it's dropping, so my bias is towards both of those lows, which I'm pretty confident will happen. So we're kind of looking for shorts. We have a protected high in the form of this high right here. At the moment, I'd say that's the only real protected high in this leg. That's on a daily, just dropping down here. This does look good, however, I just don't understand why we haven't took all these equal highs. So I don't kind of like the look of that yet. Do think we're coming for them lows, but I also think we could come for them highs. So I'm just drawing out all of these potential targets, and then we're just gonna frame a trade based around all of this stuff. I'm just gonna we're just gonna do this. So yeah, cool. So this looks like a small accumulation here. We have took liquidity, inverted that. Let's zoom in and see a bit more detail what we've got. This is a tough one because we've got kind of this area looking like an accumulation. Would have thought that we would come back into that, but now we've kind of got this, which doesn't look too accumulation-y. That looks better, but that's already been taken. So for that reason, I'm not gonna be taking this trade. I'm actually gonna try and look for this long instead. I think it's a bit stronger. It's a nice 15 minute gap as well. We did take that side, but you know, you can take both sides and still get the win. And still get to go the right way. So I think I might be looking at the wrong side of the coin here. This is tough, bro. This is very tough. Okay. I was definitely on the wrong side of it there. It's fine. Alright, okay. Do you know what? Let's go to the next day, and I'm not gonna just fly through price action like that because I actually want to be like aware of each minute and stuff like that. So okay, we took that low. So that actually was a protected high somehow. I guess it kind of a little bit makes sense. Like it's took all of these, and like to be honest, like the look of that is kind of overrides what we see anyway. So let's keep going. I'm not forcing trades until we get a confident one. So we're still looking for that low. It is Monday, so let's kick this week off to a good start, shall we? This account needs rectifying as well. I keep going up and down on this account. I like got it to like 148 and then I took it all the way back down, which is kind of an accurate representation of how I've been trading anyway. But anyway, okay, so the big old hourly gap here that we need to try and look for bounces off of. So let's see. I'm going to be taking this if it inverts, even though it does actually look decent. Actually, it does look decent if that inverts up, as you might consider it. That's a solid looking move. Oh boy. I'm not gonna lie though, I've lost many of these. This doesn't fill me with confidence. Purely because well deep into the 50% now. I always lose in these big gaps. Always. And I'm not taking it. So what I'm gonna do instead is that looks so good though, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not taking it because of the big gap. What I'm going to do instead is use that as a draw liquidity, and then I'm going to maybe look to take a smaller internal move. See, that don't look good so far. What I will do is if this holds, if it don't take this and we invert like this kind of area, then I'll get in. Right, good move. That looks really good, but like I said, I lose them all the time because the gap is so big. It's like it just hasn't come back far enough, basically. Okay, so we're half an hour in. Also, a lot of my bad trading is just like rushing. I need to not rush. So I don't love this at the moment. There's no real reason why we're coming back down one. However, okay. So we've inverted that, so technically based off the inversion that should be our next draw. However, we do have a 3-minute gap. So if we slow down here, if we stall here for a bit, come into that gap and come back out of it, I might take it long. Just like that. This 3-minute gap, will it hold? Got 1 more minute to see if that inverts. It doesn't. Okay, that does not look bad at all. Looks like we're respecting bullishness at the moment, disrespecting bearishness. Part of me wants to take this, man. Don't think we've took enough liquidity though. Nah, I'm not confident with the amount of liquidity taken, but I am gonna judge this off as that being as the next draw liquidity. So if I get an internal move, I'll take it. Okay, good decision. We didn't get that trade. So why are we now inverting this again? That's basically telling me that nah. If we've come lower again, why have we come lower? I can't trust that. Just based off the reason we're coming lower again, I can't take that. Okay. What I can look for here though is, firstly, that is definitely going to be next. And then I think we could possibly look for something in there. or this 15-minute gap here. So actually that's pretty confidently going to go next. Kind of like this, you know, if we get a move in it. This should go. I don't really want to take this. Just inverted that tiny little 3-minute gap. I actually do want to take this, you know. Just because I think that the draw on liquidity is so strong. That 3-minute gap, although tiny, no, it's too tiny to even count those. Are we safe there? I like the little stall, I like the turnaround. I think I'm going to take this, you know. Just based off the way that the market's moving at the moment, I think I'm going to take it. I feel like it kind of pays to just be patient and watch the market, and you get a better idea of where we're going to go. Okay, nice. So we need to get a 1-to-1 before I can close this, but I'm going to go break even there. And then put my TP right. What are we risking? 299 is my 1-to-1. Okay, nice. Good trade. Okay, cool. So we've now took all of this accumulation. We're about to come into this 15-minute gap, which I could have actually held for that as a target. Not that it makes much of a difference. We've got maybe an extra pip out of it. But yeah, we're going to see how we react in this gap and then potentially take maybe this 5-minute kind of zone area. If we get a good reaction in there. If we don't, then we don't. I don't think that that's a protected high, so I am kind of happy to go long on this, if it makes sense. Maybe this 15-minute gap actually. Okay, no, that's tiny. Right, we've had a very nice reaction in there. Very nice. We took all them lows. This is all the accumulation lows. So there's our accumulation. This area here. So once we invert, this is going to be beautiful, I'm not going to lie. If this goes, this should really go. So I'm waiting for this. This is literally textbook like that. This is a spitting image of that. So if I can get this 5-minute inversion, I'm taking it. Don't want to see this low get taken again. That would put me right off. So I'm going to actually start looking for 1-minute moves with the idea that we're going higher already. That kind of worked. This should push us higher, I reckon. Still waiting on this. Don't want to see that low get purged. I think it might. I'm losing faith in this already. However, if this comes back up, that's go time. Okay. I think we're in on this. 3-minute. That's just inverted. 5 minutes still holding. 15-minute has inverted down, but I don't think that matters too much. It's a risky one because we still actually technically haven't inverted that up, but I do believe that this is going to go because we've just accumulated again. taking it and then going straight in. So also we've inverted that. The only thing is, yeah, alright, now the accumulation high is that in it, so I think I can take this. Maybe a safer option would be waiting for that 3 minute, but I think I'm gonna just take this anyway because I think it's quite strong. I'm only gonna go 1% because we are jumping in early on this. Let's see. This done a good. Are you gonna survive? Somehow we're still alive, peeps. We are still alive. Okay, blasting off. We're now coming into this. I'm gonna press that one more time. I'm holding this, so we should be able to get a 2.6 off of this, I reckon now, because we've just got that 5 minute inversion. We are waiting for a 15, are we? No, we're not waiting on a 5. Alright, cool. I think this should have legs to go all the way. I'm gonna close. No, I'm not. I should have closed a little bit of it. We're only 1% anyway. I don't want to go break even yet either. Okay. Once we take that high, I'm going break even. Okay, cool. So what are we now? We are 2 to 1. Do you know what? I'm gonna close up. Don't even care. I'm happy to close it. We could have got nothing out of it. Clean as I been. Alright, that day is done. Skip to the next. 1, 2, skip to my loo. Get out, we're back up in profit with 2 trades. Alright. Pretty confident. Alright, cool. So our target is 6320. Jesus, like that. Cool, so let's just keep dropping. Got ourselves a nice little move there. That happened overnight. Why do I feel lost already after doing that? I just navigated that perfectly and now I feel lost for some reason. Why? I think because we're a bit in no man's land, but we was in no man's land up here as well. To be honest, it kind of pays to just be patient and watch all this price action, just read it as it's printed in. Okay, so if we want to go down, but at the moment we're already going too far down, basically. I would never take that in a million years. Might go, probably will go just because we're dumping, but I would never take that. That's why. Once it didn't close strong, these 1 minute accumulations just do not count ever. Like, they just don't work. Like 40% of the time they work. Okay, this could be good. No accumulation there. It exists on the 5 minute as well. Problem is we just haven't come that far down. I kind of don't want to see this invert because I don't want to have to make the decision to take it or not. And I think I'm not going to take it. So let's go. So we took this high. Respecting bearish price action at the moment. This is adding more fuel to the fire. I don't want to take this trade. It's just slowed down like mad. 57. Alright. Don't love this. However, it could be the move. So we're now going to just use that as drawn liquidity. Because, yeah. I just don't love. What don't I love about it? I don't love that we're so far down. I don't love that we messed around before coming back here. It does look decent actually. The more I look at it, it doesn't look bad. I'm just not going to take it unless we get an internal one. Alright, so this could be something. If we come back into that now and invert it, this could be something. Don't look like it's going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, good decision. So, looks like we're accumulating on a bigger area right now, which is good news. We're an hour and a half into this session. We've got a 30-minute high right there. We're also in an hourly gap, okay, interesting. So at the moment, I'm pretty confident that the drawing liquidity is actually there. Would I take a trade towards it? Potentially, if it lines up and looks good. That looks good, however it's already took the accumulation high, so I won't be taking that. Now, what have we got here? Got a very interesting looking shape here, to be honest. We haven't taken that. Not in a 15-minute gap. Not in a 30-minute gap. We are in an hourly gap. However, all of that's inverted. This looks good. I think this is the next draw. Well, it's pretty obvious that that's the next draw. Looking at this shape, we've accumulated here, we've come above, we've inverted that, and now we're coming for that low. So that's the next draw. And then I'm feeling like potentially we could take a long out of this tiny gap here, or out of this 3-minute area here. I think that might be what happens next. So definitely want to see this low get taken before we take anything, which does happen. And then potentially, do we have a bigger gap? No. We have a 1-minute gap. 1-minute gap. Do I love this? Off a 1-minute gap. I think maybe it would have to be this gap. Like this one here. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we invert it, if we invert it. Don't want to see it mess around too long either. Oh, quick in and out. Boy, that is looking good. Oh, that looks really fucking good. It's even holding that tiny 5 minute. We just don't have a gap there though. Okay, for that reason I cannot take this trade because we don't even have a single gap. This looks phenomenal though. This is definitely going to hit that high. Whoa, okay, maybe not. Okay, back to the drawing board. So, I think that this might have been the manipulation. This is just distributing through all of this. Let me just clear this so I can get a better look. This has got to be just accumulating on a bigger time frame. We've come deeper, we still respected this low, which gives confidence that we're going higher. Just don't have any gaps I can take. Got that tiny 5 minute there. Got another 5 minute there. Oh, okay, 15 minute. Let's see if we can take that. To be honest, it's a bit far-fetched. More because I feel like once that inverts that, we're just going to blast off. But we're holding that gap. And to be honest, I could start looking for smaller moves towards that area. Yeah, we're going to blast off. I'm not going to get a chance to be in this. Okay. Oh, we still didn't even invert that, bro. That sucks ass. This is clearly the high, the target. And that. I just can't, I'm just not going to take a trade towards it. Because the 15 hasn't inverted, and we haven't had a smaller move towards it either. Oh yeah, we hit that high. I would have thought we'd hit the other one though. Okay, I was just going to say I wanted to see that go. We're still not respecting that as well as that. 3 minute invert. We've got a lot of gaps here. 5 minute. Alright, I'll take this 5 minute now. If we can get it, I'll take it. Not yet. Looks like I could have took this 1 minute. I would have waited for that, so I would have got in on that candle. Would have went break even at that high. Are we still respecting lows? This interesting stuff, man. We've taken that, now we move into that. This is just not. I'm losing faith with this the more it goes on. Next candle is going to be 48. That failed to close. Yeah, good decision. This is just slowly dying in front of us. Let's see if this comes back up now. This could be a mad trade, I'm not gonna lie. Taking all of this accumulation here, all of that, whilst respecting this original low. This could be a crazy trade. Okay, doesn't happen. However, to be honest, at this point, I'd call it a day. Like, nothing has happened as I expected it, so it's just better to just start fresh, come back the next day. Let's do one more day, and this is 3 days. Okay. Alright, so that target's been hit as well. Next target is going to be that low. I feel like we might get a decent reaction off of that. So let's see. Oh, oof, pardon me. Okay, so it was 320 minutes, something like that. So this doesn't look bad as a little area to come back into. It's a small accumulation for such a large manipulation, but we'll see. Don't really have a bias yet. That looks good. 15 minute. That should be the next target. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So judging off of this, let's see if we can get some kind of internal move towards that. Just watching this 1 minute price action. Right, looks like it's gonna go. Not interested in this, to be honest. Right, this looks good now, to be honest. I'd like to see this take this low, maybe that low, and then sweep round. Nice. Alright, this is looking interesting. Yeah, you can clearly see the accumulation there. Equal lows. We even slowed down there as well, so that just gives it more conviction that that's an accumulation. So we kind of just want to see us come back into this area. And will we turn around? It's not looking likely. This is looking very unlikely. Right, okay. Took the low. Not sure about that. Tired, man. Okay, looks like going short. This is price action's horrible, I'm not gonna lie. Right, an accumulation forming here. Don't really know where we're off to. All makes no sense, to be honest, at the moment. Right, interesting. Coming to that 5. Nice push out. Let's see if we can get a push back in. So we might. This looks good. It's actually pretty good. Although part of me doesn't trust it for some reason. I think because we just don't have a strong pull to come down. What's going on here? I'm think I'm no longer going to take that. I do think that now we're probably going to come to this high. Because it's just violating everything on that back to the outside. So all signs point to this higher than maybe that higher. Still not going to take anything yet. I'd be looking to log off from this soon. Did take that low. We're in a 3-minute gap. We're in a 5-minute gap. We have a 5-minute gap. We're gonna push. The 3-minute gap's horrible as well. Ooh. Ugh, didn't even get a chance. Look at that. Alright, so that's obviously gonna hit. I can't get in that now because we've already took that higher. So it's too dangerous to get in. Don't have a safe stop loss area. I'd maybe still be trading. See, you can't take it. Why have we not took that full on high yet? I've got a feeling now that this low is going to get taken. Because why have we come back? We've took a deeper bite out of it. Let's see, maybe if this 5-minute inverts I'll take it higher. Not sure though. Or the 3, I might take that higher. We have to make sure we don't violate that low though. Okay. I don't really know what's going on here, to be honest. Oh, I'm coming off. That is today done. So 2 trades on the Monday, nothing on the Tuesday or the Wednesday. That was fucking good. So, what have I learned? I've learned to not treat trading as like a fucking hurry up job, and not to do it as just a background or a rush or like press, I'll find it when it comes. Like, I'm good when I watch price action. I actually remember when I first passed my first ever phase 1, that I don't think my trading was that special. It's pretty good, but like I remember watching the 1-minute chart like a hawk. Like I was just watching every single 1-minute candle and taking trades, and I'd passed by doing that, so that was good. Cleared your own liquidity, patience, just respect, so pay attention. Respect plus pay attention. Attentions. Good session.